Hello, boys and girls. Let's read a story. Do you like listening to stories? Yes, we all love listening to stories. Now, when you listen to a story, you know a story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So, we are going to look at stories beginning, middle, end. When you did sequencing, you use numbers 1, 2, 3 to put things in the correct order. When you're listening to a story or when you're writing in a story, you need to put things in the correct order. So what we are going to do today, Miss is going to read you a story. You have to listen very attentively. You have to recall the details from the story. And in your package, you would have gotten some pictures, some cutout of pictures like these small pictures. And you will have to sequence these pictures in the correct order of the story, beginning, middle, end. So you have to listen to find out what happened at the beginning of the story and find the picture that goes with what happened at the beginning of the story and stick that in the box that says beginning. Then you will remember what happened in the middle of the story. Find the picture that tells what happens at the middle of the story and stick it in the box. And then you're going to listen out to what happened at the end of the story. Find the picture that tells what happens at the end of the story and stick it in your ELA book, in the box. Okay? So we are going to read the story. Front cover, back cover, name or title. MY says my little book of animal stories. Okay? Now the author's name is Brown Watson. Brown Watson. It's not written in the front of it. It's at the side here. Brown Watson. Okay? So he wrote the story. I'm not seeing the name of an illustrator anywhere on the book. Okay? So let's begin. Let's look at the front cover. If the title of it is My Little Book of Animal Stories, what do you think would be the story about? Would it be about fruits? No. The title tells you what the stories are going to be about. Also, the picture tells what the story is going to be about. It's going to be about animals. So let's begin. Table of contents. Remember, you did a table of contents in your project. So this is the table of contents. It has 4 stories in this book. Max in the Mud, Silly Ella, A Hot Little Hippo, Pretty as a Picture. So we have 4 stories. So we are going to look at the first story. Max in the Mud. And I slide my finger. I see it's on page 6. So I will now find page 6 and begin to read. Okay, so this is page 6 here. Max in the Mud. Max is a baby elephant who just loves to play in the mud. Whee! He shouts as he slides along. Soon, his friends have joined in too. Max takes his friends down to the water to clean up, but the water is too low for them to reach. We are going to get in big trouble, says Zeta the zebra. So this is Zeta. So let's look. Do you see the animals having fun there? Max is the baby elephant. And do you see all the animals there sliding in the mud and having fun? There's the zebra, Zeta the zebra. There's a lion. So they are all muddy now. So he's saying, Zeta is saying, ooh, we're going to get in trouble because they were playing in the mud and they're all dirty. So let's go again. I'll turn the page. Rah! How did you get so grubby? Roars Leon's dad. So Leon is the lion. His dad is asking, how did you get so grubby? I'm sorry, says Leon, looking at his muddy paws. His paws are his legs. his feet, sorry. "Why are your stripes so dirty?" asked Zita's mom. "I'm sorry," says Zita, hanging her mane in shame. So this is Zita's mommy asking her why is her stripes so muddy. So they are all dirty. "Why haven't you had a wash?" trumpets Max's mummy. "I'm sorry," says Max, "but the water was too low." "You silly elephant," laughs Max's mom. "That shouldn't be a problem." She leads the friends back to the river and shows them what to do. Max can give them all a shower. Easy peasy. So, this is Max's mummy. And this is Max here giving them a shower. So, let's recollect or recap the story. What happened at the beginning? Did Max bathe them or clean them at the beginning of the story? No. What happened at the beginning of the story? At the beginning of the story, all the animals were playing in the mud. And when the parents came and they got in trouble, they went down to the river. So the river was too low for them to get the water to wash themselves. So that's what happened in the middle, because the water was too low. And what happened at the end of the story? At the end of the story, Max was able to help his friend to get all clean. How did he do that? Yes, he used his trunk. Do you see this here? This long nose is called a trunk. And he was able to suction that water from the river and then spew it out on them like a hose to get them all clean. So we have beginning, middle, end. Let's look again at the pictures. Beginning, we have what happened here. They were saying they are all dirty. Max was saying the water was too low. And at the end, Max was able to help get them clean. So that was that story about Max in the mud. And you will get these 3 pictures. And you will remember the story about Max in the mud and stick these pictures in the correct order of what happened at the beginning, middle, end of the story. All right, boys and girls. Bye.